Hey folks, Kevin here. Well, it's June 18th, 2018. I'm out next to the honey hut. If you haven't seen the honey hut construction video, I'll put a link in the upper right hand corner for you to look at if you choose to. I've got some really good news today. Recently, well, this spring, I posted a video about how sad I was about all the bees not being here this spring. They were doing pretty darn well in February, but we had such a long, cold, terrible spring that the hives just didn't survive. We had started off at the end of last season with 8 hives, 5 of which were all small hives. So, and they had a fair amount of honey and all because I had stocked them with a full box, multiple frames of honey and pollen to get them through the winter, but the colony sizes were from swarms throughout the season last year, and they just weren't strong enough to survive. I was really surprised that 2 huge hives that we had, 2 huge colonies, really didn't make it through the winter, and it broke my heart. But as I mentioned in that video, even the mason bees, all of the pollinators, very few of them, with the exception of the very small flies, were available this spring. So much of the fruit in the food forest probably won't be pollinated. However, last week we had a storm, and this is June in this part of the country. So there were a couple of swarms, and they actually moved into the hives. One's a really large swarm, the other one's a small swarm. This early in the season, they may do very, very well. So I'm tickled pink. And so the old saying, if you build it, they will come. We got the honey hut, we've got the hives in there, and you know, I'm just tickled pink that they did come and set up shop in the hives that I've had left set up with honey and pollen there. Many folks would think of them as being robbers, and I think of the bees as being foragers. There were such a hard spring we had. Many of the bees from colonies that survived probably a couple of miles away came here, and those foragers probably also were scouts, and realizing, geez, is there enough nectar and pollen, and is there a decent structure for setting up a colony? I don't know. That's a possibility. So I just feel blessed that the bees are back. So a little bit of footage potentially here. I'm going to shoot some slow-mo footage in front of the hive and capture a little bit of the hive sounds, and that will follow. So I'm delighted. This is fantastic news for us here. And if you found this video interesting, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Hit the bell icon if you want to be notified when we post more videos. And by all means, have a fantastic day, folks. I will. Bye-bye now.
you.